Welcome back to Let's Play Gothic 3 by Mr. Joseph. In this video, we will be picking things up, having just made it to Reddock and getting a couple quests. We're going to proceed with one of the quests right away and then go explore the rest of Reddock. You should know that where I left off, I was actually down here talking to this dude named Gelford, and I ended up finishing talking to him and selling all of my excess equipment, including things that are rusty, things that I can't use, things that are worn, if they have the status of being worn, or if they are duplicates. I pretty much sold all of that to him, and so as you can see by pushing I have 2,500 bucks. Not too shabby. I've also turned off the shaders. Actually, I didn't turn them off. I turned them down one step, and it helps tremendously with the lag issues I was experiencing. It also makes the world appear just slightly brighter, which I can't help but think is a good thing, at least as far as a gameplay perspective is concerned, because I can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to whip my bow out here. You might recall we spoke to Brenton. I think you recall that. I think I made it into the last video. He asked me to kill these boars. Now one of the boars is going to go off that direction, and I guess the people down there are going to fight him. You know, that wasn't necessarily what I was planning, but you see that boar go off in that direction? The only reason he would have done that is if he detected some other human that he could attack. And my guess is he detected the people at Reddock. But I guess we'll see in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the other three. Although I'd normally prefer to kill boars with a bow and arrow, and frankly I wouldn't prefer to kill them at all right now, because there's actually a skill you can get, a hunting skill, that allows you to skin them and use their tusks and things, which is valuable for money. At this point in the game, you might as well just use your sword and just chop them to pieces. Go ahead and grab the meat off of them after you kill them. Also, go ahead and just grab the plants from around here as well. Again, purpose of grabbing the plants is 1, to have the plants, 2, to show where you've been. And since I've been here now officially as part of a quest, I'm going to go ahead and mark my territory, as it were, by grabbing some plants. I'm going to go all the way up to here, this fire here. There's an armor weed. I'm going to grab that. Gonna go down here, back to the edge of Reddock. Gonna walk along the edge. You can kind of hear them in the background talking about this foul beast and things like that. That means they're fighting the boar. It's kind of nice that they elected to fight the boar, so I didn't have to do all the work myself, I guess. But they're really sucky fighters. They've only hit it once, it looks like. Okay, you don't want to do that. Actually, that was kind of a dangerous thing, because if you hit people like that, and they're not in the middle of a battle, you can actually cause some reputational damage and get a bit of a situation with the town that the person's from, in which they don't like you anymore. And that's not good, because if they don't like you, they won't give you things like quests and items and things. Okay, so I'm going to be careful here, because I don't want to hit anybody. I already brushed the shield of that one guy, and even that, if he wasn't busy fighting this boar, would probably get me in big trouble. I'm going to switch to my bow and take a very precise shot every now and then, because I don't want to hit anybody, so I'm going to be very careful. So that's 2 arrows I've launched. I don't know if you can even tell when I'm shooting them. Let's see if I can get the third one. There we go. I got him in the head.
Take that, rotten beast!
Okay, so again, because he was in the middle of battle when I clicked his shield, this guard here is not mad at me. But he could easily have been mad at me. And, okay, so you saw that blue writing that came up when this quest was completed, right? After the 4 boars were dead. That means that I completed a quest. You do not have to have earned, or, received the quest from the quest giver in order to complete it. You just have to complete the objectives, and it will let you know that you've done something to complete a quest, even if you haven't even heard of the quest yet. But even so, it's good to talk to the person who gave you the quest, like I did just there, because they usually give you a little something else. Goran's just chilling here by the fire. I'm going to sit down by the fire too. Go up to the fire.
Don't cause any trouble here. Got it?
In such a way as to not target anybody.
Watch out for yourself.
Here, there it is. Target the campfire. meaning have the word campfire come up. And boy, I'm having trouble with this. Usually the campfire is a lot easier to sit at than this one. Oh. Oh, okay, I keep targeting other people. There we go. So I'm going to sit uncomfortably close to this. Oh, he didn't like me sitting so close to him. I'm going to go ahead and cook this meat up here. I've only got 3. That's actually weird. I thought I had more than that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I should have more than that. Did I not get all of the ones from the boars? See, animals like boars, deer, things like that, they give you one, from the outset, they give you raw meat, meaning, meat. Meaning, if you cook it, it becomes cooked meat. I guess I'll check that later. So I've got some cooked meat now. If I push I and go to my inventory, try that again, and go over to foods and potions. Now, oh, I see. Raw wild boar. That's what I got from the boar. So I wonder if I can go ahead and just cook that up. I think they modified, see, roast meat is the generic, and I think they've modified this by creating a new type of meat, raw wild boar meat. I'm not sure if I should cook it up. I feel like I shouldn't, because I feel like maybe it could be used for some quest sometime, and it's more versatile in its uncooked form. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those 8 flanks of boar meat uncooked. I'm going to grab these mushrooms on the way down. You're going to see here in just a second that Reddock is actually not the little campsite out there so much as it is this giant cavern. Also, these butler meats are new. They are added by the quest pack or content mod, one of the two. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those. Grab these morning dews. You're going to see that there are basically plants and then there are mushrooms. And the plants tend to be more potent than the mushrooms, but the mushrooms can be useful in, you tend to get more of the mushrooms, so you kind of make up for the lack of potency. Okay, one thing I want to point out is that, to their great credit, the modders and patch makers added a lot more female characters to the game. So here's a female rebel.
I just can't go on.
It's a bit of a Russian accent, it sounds like. When I previously played this game, one of my last test run-throughs, the mod had been installed in the incorrect order, which meant that I got the female rebel title over the person's name, but then it had the male avatar, so it was like female rebel, and then they had a mustache. You know, it was kind of crazy. Okay, I'm going to talk to this dude here who's got a really white head.
Oh, yes. What can I do?
He's a bit jumpy. What can I do for you? Who are you?
My name is Sebastian.
I'm the alchemist in Reddock. You wear the clothes of a fire mage.
Before the war.
He was a fire
then
mage.
Then came the day when we fire
and they lost the magic.
Robe is all I have left of my rank.
Why did the fire mages lose their magic?
I have spent many sleepless nights.
He doesn't know.
All I know is that we could no longer hold off the orcs without our rune magic. Many fire mages were killed, and those that survived the debacle fled to the woods.
So it sounds like the reason the orcs conquered is because these guys lost their magic. At least that's one of the reasons.
What will you do now?
I will stay here in Reddock and study the ancient writings of our ancestors. Legend has it that
So he's studying ancient magic, or ancient knowledge, rather.
Tell me more.
And that's how you become a mage in this game.
Is that the ancient ones exist? The only way to learn more about them. All the surviving fire mages are researching the ancient knowledge.
So all of the fire mages are researching
Tell me something about alchemy.
It is the only way of healing and strengthening yourself without magic. I am no expert, but my abilities are enough to supply Reddock with what is absolutely necessary.
Tell me more about the
orcs.
Something about the artifacts. The orcs are looking for him, and the fire chalices, which we're going to hear more about in the very near future.
Teach me what
I'm asking him to teach me about alchemy. He needs 10 healing plants. He gives me a quest to find these 10 healing plants right here. Bring Fire Mage Sebastian healing plants. Here are your 10 healing plants.
Here are your 10 healing plants.
So that's why I found those plants earlier.
Now, I can share my knowledge with you.
So you see what happens there is I gained 1 skill in alchemy, and I gained reputation in Reddock. That's something that's very important. When you complete quests, you tend to gain
about the fire chalices?
reputation with whatever faction.
Are ancient.
the quest
and
was
were
for.
thought to have been lost for many years. It is said that they possess powerful magical capabilities, but I am no expert.
He's talking about the fire
If you should
chalices.
deign be-
He says they're very powerful, and he's right. Now this guy sells a lot of stuff. Now I could buy some wine or Novice's robe eventually, but for now I'm not going to buy anything. If I need alchemy supplies, that's where I'd come. Also, if I want to make some potions, here's where I'd make them. I would basically click this, and because I have 8 healing plants, 19 vials, and 10 waters, I have enough to make 8 healing potions. I'm going to make 5. 5 healing potions would be a nice supplement to my 13 that I had. So we've completed 2 quests, the one about the wild boars and now the one with the mage there. So that's going to do it for this edition of Let's Play Gothic 3. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.